Are you serious? Are you serious? Benjamin Netanyahu has just met yesterday in Jerusalem with Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel. And Netanyahu is urging Germany not to allow Iran to enrich uranium. Now, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on yesterday, which would have been February the 25th, 2014, has urged Germany to help bar Iran from enriching the uranium as it works along with 5 other world powers to hammer out an agreement with Tehran on a nuclear program. The goal is to prevent Iran from having the capacity to manufacture and deliver nuclear weapons. Benjamin Netanyahu told German Chancellor Angela Merkel during a joint press conference the two leaders held in Jerusalem. Netanyahu said these words, I quote, "I believe that means zero enrichment, zero centrifuges, and zero plutonium, and of course an end to the ICBM development. But because none of these elements, none of them," he said, "is necessary for developing civilian nuclear energy, which is what Iran has claimed that it wants," he said. Iran has insisted that the ability to enrich uranium is critical for its civilian nuclear power program. And over the weekend, Wendy Sherman, who heads her country's team at the P5-1 talks under John Kerry, told reporters in Jerusalem she prefers Iran not having an enriched option, but it's likely Iran would have a limited capacity to do so. Now, this is Wendy Sherman, who is she's like the Secretary of State working there in Germany and working with the United States. So Merkel said her country, which is also party to these talks, would accept a limited Iranian enrichment of uranium. "We will take it step by step," she said, to see which compromises can be made and which ones that cannot be made, according to Merkel. She noted the obvious, though, that Israel and Germany differ on this issue. "We have set out on a path of lower enrichment, but enrichment does take place." And Merkel said, adding the activity would be monitored to ensure that Iran doesn't achieve a nuclear breakthrough. So here we go. Benjamin Netanyahu can't trust the Obama administration. He can't trust now the EU. He can't trust the British, the French. He can't trust certainly the Russians or the Chinese. And he can't trust the Germans. He's down to where else is he left to trust in? Well, the one that nation of Israel has always had to trust in, Jehovah, God himself, Jehovah Jireh, he will provide. El Shaddai, Lord God Almighty. It's come down to trusting in God. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. We'll keep an eye on biblical prophecies as they relate to the end time, apocalyptic hour that we're certainly in. Don't miss today's show. It's going to be a doozy. I feel it right now. We had 13 people saved yesterday, but we're expecting a mighty move of God. I'll be looking forward to taking your phone calls today. That number to call, of course, if you want to listen to the broadcast, is 347-324-5208. That's 347-324-5208. If you want to call in and speak to me, that's the number. Or if you just want to listen. The show is live at my website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Also, blogtalkradio.com. Also, livestream.com. Also, newlivestream.com. Also, Roku satellite television. If you go to the new livestream channel and type my name, Paul Begley. Don't miss it. 12 noon, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be powerful. Are you serious?